this river runs free. It's one of the last wild rivers in Texas. To come out here and begin living here, over 20 years ago, this is our favorite spot that we know of on the river. We like to go out and sit right there. Our kids learn to swim right there. And my dog used to swim all the time right there.
How has your relationship with the river changed over the 20 years?
Well, I've gotten to know how little I knew about the river. When we first came here, it was just a place to run out, park the car up on the hill and come running out, follow the dog's lead. We would open the door, and he learned to swim here too, now that I think about it. When he was a puppy, we brought him out here, and you know how puppies, if you hold them over a body of water, they start doing that. It was pretty cool. We launched him right out there. Good boy. Thank you. Good dog. Good dog. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good dog. Good dog. Who's a good dog? You are. And my relationship with the river, that's a really good question, because it changed kind of with my dog too. The more I realized how much he loved it, I got into it too. Anyway. Silly to me getting misty-eyed thinking about a dog in a river, but
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Sentimental fool that I am, we released these ashes right here.
Where he learned to swim.
Yeah, where he learned to swim. Anyway, this tree is pretty cool.
Yeah,
in its way. It's a black willow tree, and that's also part of learning. When we came out here, we used to just take a lot of things for granted, and the thought was, how do we make it easy to get to the water, for human traffic? How do we make a mowed path, a clean path, a lawn, and just make it easy? But it's not supposed to be easy to get here, and that's actually the secret to it. The harder it is to get to, the better it is, the more secret it is, That's the key. And the reason I'm holding on to this tree is that I learned through some people who really know the river and know rivers in Texas, that the black willow tree is not only sacred, in terms of indigenous cultures and history, it holds the river. It holds the river together. And it's so fundamental and key. Some of the big pecan trees that are behind me, some of them fell down in a flood in 2018. The great flood of 2018, but this willow tree, it broke my heart because I saw it grow up almost like my kids and my dog. It was just a little thing, and it stood really straight and tall, and it fell down. It fell down in the flood. Everything was just flattened, bowing to the east, including the black willow trees. And, I was so depressed in 2018, I came down to the river, this tree. It turned out Mother Nature was a lot more resilient and maybe teaching me a lesson about being resilient anyway, if you want to read into it, because I started coming down here month after month, just sitting right here, looking at the river, and it began to restore itself. The river that was so muddy after a giant flood, it began to clear up a little bit. Some of the silt kind of grew over with hopefully some native vegetation. And then lo and behold, the black willow tree right here, which I thought was dead and gone. I had vague thoughts of cutting it up, which would have been even worse, until I was told just if anything falls by the river, just leave it, let it be. It began to straighten itself out. Wow. It's the Lazarus tree it's straightening out, and now when you approach it from the top of the hill and come down to the river, you can see, to me, each time I notice it straightening out a little bit more and more. And it's a beautiful tree.